The story of Krazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome back to Krazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Krazy Joe. It is evening, and we are back at the Regal. Where else? We'll be going to a different theater tomorrow, by the way. Checking out the movie Bugonia by, it's Yorgos, how do you say his name? Lanthimos? Yorgos Lanthimos? Director of, he did one of my favorite films of 2 years ago, Poor Things, and one of my least favorite films of last year, Kinds of Kindness. So I'm all over the spectrum with this guy. And I'll be honest, I saw the trailer, and I have no idea what this is about. But it does star Emily Stone and Jesse Plemons, who both were they in both of his last two movies? I don't know. They were both in Kinds of Kindness, and she was in Poor Things. But I don't know. We're going to check this out. I have no idea what to expect. I saw the trailer, and I have no idea what this is. But let's go. You know, I have very few complaints about this theater. It's like my home away from home. I spend a lot of time here. But one complaint I do have is they've recently only had one butter thing working. There's only been one. They have these on both sides. And on both sides, this is the only one that's been working recently. So that's been kind of a pain, but it is what it is. We're heading down this way. Got my hands full. Normally I go grab my seat and then come back. But tonight I didn't do that. I don't even remember which theater we're going to. Looks like Tron's over there. Here it is. Bugonia, Theater 7. All right, let's go check this out.
Everything we did it on purpose.
And we are back from seeing Bugonia, a film I knew nothing about going in. It is the latest film from, and I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong. I apologize. Yorgos Lanthimos. Yorgos Lanthimos, did I say it right? He is the director of several films, a couple of which I haven't seen. I know he made a movie called The Lobster several years ago, got very good reviews. I didn't see The Lobster. I got to see it. People say it's really good. He also made another well-received film called Killing of a Sacred Deer. Again, never saw it. Hear it's great. But 2 years ago, he did the movie Poor Things, which is a variation on the Frankenstein story starring Emily Stone and Mark Ruffalo. By the way, I know her name is credited as Emma Stone. I read in an interview she prefers to be called Emily. So I heard she prefers to be called Emily. I'm going to call her Emily if that's what she likes to be called. But Emily Stone and Mark Ruffalo were in this Frankenstein tale, Poor Things. One of the best films of 2023, quite frankly. One of the absolute best films. I really loved that movie, and it made me think, okay, this guy, Yorgos Lanthimos, I'm going to keep an eye on his career. I want to see what he does going forward. Well, the next year, 2024, he put out another film, again starred Emily Stone and Jesse Plemons. This one was called Kinds of Kindness. I can't stress enough how much I hated Kinds of Kindness. So I loved one, hated the other. Then we get Bugonia, see the trailer, no idea what's going on from the trailer. Trailer really didn't tell you much about the film. And, you know, people say trailers ruin movies. They give you too much information. Well, this was a case of a trailer that told me nothing. But it's okay. Guy made Poor Things. I'm going to give it a shot. So I go see this movie. And it's a weird little movie. This is a weird little movie, but I am ultimately going to say it's a very good movie. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend checking this one out. It's already on PVOD, so you know me. I'm a theater guy. I say go to the theater. Movies were meant to be seen on the big screen. That's how the filmmakers want them to be seen. Go see it on the big screen if you can. But you do have the option of watching this at home now because it is on PVOD. This is a story where Emily Stone plays the CEO of a major company, and she gets kidnapped by Jesse Plemons and a friend of his who are convinced that she is an Andromedon from the planet Andromeda. And they shave her head because her hair is how she would communicate with her spaceship. And they want to get on her mothership and meet with the Emperor of the Andromedons, because the Andromedons, they believe, are here to destroy Earth. And they want to prevent the destruction of the Earth. It's a kidnapping thriller. You know, she's been kidnapped. She wants to get loose. They are holding her against her will. She keeps telling them, you guys are crazy. I'm not an alien. They don't believe her. You get your twists, you get your turns. It goes all kinds of places. I'm not going to give you any more than that because I do not want to spoil things. I just want to give you the premise of what sets up our action and tell you that there's enough there to keep you surprised throughout the film. And it is never boring. Always, it moves at a swift pace. And this is a much, 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 much better film than Kinds of Kindness. Not that that would be hard to pull off. This is not as good as Poor Things, but it is a very good movie, and I do recommend Bugonia. It is worth checking out if you get a chance. And it's a shame because I don't think a lot of people are going to see this film, in part because of how nebulous the trailer is, and it really doesn't give people a lot to go on. I guess the best I can hope is that it does find an audience on streaming because it is worth watching. I really like Bugonia, and I say check this one out. I wish I could tell you more about it, but I think to say any more would spoil it. Don't want to do that. All right, everyone. Big recommendation for Bugonia. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, a trap.
Oh no,
It's a trap. Some people call them bitches. Some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
keep wearing those pajamas.
I know we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.